Okay, one of the jobs I'm now doing is a 5-string version of this. With obvious changes, it won't be anything like it really in the end. But that body shape is a bit reminiscent of the Brian May guitar, but only it's a semi. It's going to be 5-string. We may be using the same pickups, not sure yet, and I think we'll probably be using actives on this. Maple fingerboard. It's going to be maple fingerboard. That's the very first piece of wood I've chosen for this. It's got a bit of striping in it. This is going to be the neck. It'll be cut in 2 sections. Headstock on that, headstock there. I'll turn it over, glue them together, and then there'll be no. It won't warp out. It'll just be perfectly flat all the while. This is Bernard, and if you're wondering about him, he sits with me at night when I'm watching the television when I've finished, and he's been chewing me out. I didn't notice it till today, but this side is about 4 inches shorter than that side. His little swine's been chewing my hair off. So no, it's not falling out, it's him. Okay, this is the next project. It's going to be a 5-string bass. I've cut the jig, a rough cut it yet, it isn't quite finished, but this is going to be this body size. It's going to be a semi-acoustic. If you can see the picture there, it's going to be roughly that kind of colour shape. I'm going to do it more sunburst, but we will have that green. Maple fingerboard, this piece of maple, which I've had for a long time. This is going to be the neck, the back section of the neck. It'll be reversed, cut down the centre, virtually reversed over, stay very stable. 2-way truss rod will be going in that. So it's going to be a semi-acoustic, and there we have it.
What are you doing there, Doug?
We're just slightly undercutting the neck socket, and then I'll chisel it out afterwards. I've stepped it slightly because I'm going to shape in this back, remember. So this is going to be shaped. It's got a long way to go. I'm just doing it nice and carefully. The Makita there.
This is the semi-acoustic bass then?
Semi-acoustic bass.
Where are you at?
Last few days now, I'm chiseling and carving it all out on the inside, the pieces, sections, before I put them all together. So there you go. You can see it if you look at the F-holes, and they're getting down to the thinness because they started out at yay thick, 3/4 of an inch thick, the plates, top and back. So I say they're all carved right back. It gives you lots of depth of carving. The reason that it's slightly deeper than a normal semi-acoustic is really we've got a big mass down the centre there to carry the bridge. The 2 pickups will be sitting in it, so I need a bit more depth there to give it more of an acousticness. So there we are. Still carving, obviously there's lots and lots to go, but this will go down to 1/4 of an inch off that ledge.
That's the neck.
This is the neck. I've carved this. This is to spec of. He's wanted me to copy the shape of one of his existing 5-string basses, so that's what I've done. I've copied the same shape. It's all done by hand. I shaped it all by hand. I've done doing it this afternoon. I've done it with just with a file, straightened any lumps out with just my hand plane, and then I use a cabinet scraper, which just to start getting rid of the scratches, as you can see now, off the file. You can see the deep file marks there, and now I'll use the cabinet scraper to get rid of them. I've no idea if I sharpen these right. I think I do though.
What's this neck profile?
This is a D shape. This is a D profile. Exaggerated D really, with it being for a 5-string. And just getting there now with the shape. This is just for the camera I'm doing this now because I've got fed up with shaping it actually and put it to one side, but here we are again. Carl's here with his camera, so here I am. Anyway, it's nice to do this. The scraper's a lovely tool to use. I like to do everything by hand. I've got a big router cutter that would cut all these necks out. That's not made by hand then, is it? So I don't ever use it. I only ever use it once in the factory when I'd had it made. I used it once, tried it, I thought no, that's not why I'm building guitars.
So what's the, let's look at the fretboard on this neck.
It's all maple, with black inlays. It's all maple. It's like a bird's eye maple. I've put an exaggerated bit of bird's eye maple on the face there. That'll look beautiful when it's lacquered.
Let's hold it still.
House in Cornwall, is it? Yes, we had a tea parties going on down there, but and the old Royal Naval College with Johnny.
It's still a bit messy and the bits of sponge and stuff all over it, but it'll all be cleaned up before it's sprayed. There you go. So that's coming on.
So what's the
another neck there, fender neck for somebody.
What's next on the semi then?
On the semi, well, I've got to cut this all the way down. Cut the two pickup holes. Set the neck angle properly to the bridge, and then I'll carry on reshaping it because the back is just is still not been shaped at all. Then I've got to cut out quite a big control panel at the back really, because he's having actives in it and he's having a battery and all that business. So rather than trying to fiddle it all through this F-hole or hide it somewhere silly, you'll need access to it. So I'll put a plate on. I'll probably make it out of wood. I'll match the wood. So I'll make a wooden back plate. It'll look nicer. You never know. I might not. I might install it all from the top and just put in my battery cover on. Right, here we are then. I've cut the neck socket with the overhead router, and obviously we've got a round bits there because it's a round cutter. I'm going to square these up now with me trusty chisel, and then I've left a slight ledge. You can see it there, just a little ledge on the way around, and that's deliberate. That is just undersized now, so I can make this fit really, really tight. Be careful, well, not too tight to squeeze too much glue out, but tight enough so you know it's secure. So that's what I'll be doing. I shall be just taking very, very fine shavings off with my chisel and my homemade hammer.
Let's see it in action then.
Yeah, so here we go. I'm just taking that front ledge off first because that. This is rock maple, so it's very, very hard. But you see, there you go. It takes a lovely, beautiful chisel. This is the days when they used to make nice tools. It's a very old one. As you say, handmade, hand forged, and it's beautiful. It holds a lovely edge. We'll just get this a little bit down here. I'll be putting in a slight neck set on the neck, just give it a little neck angle. I've not quite made my mind up yet whether we're going to go for a neck sitting out a bit more or a neck sitting further in, angled slightly backwards. I think we're going to have to run that by the customer next. So while I'm waiting for the steam, because he pops up from Bristol occasionally, I shall just carry on carving the guitar once I've done this neck socket. I've carved it quite a way back, as you can see already. It's got to go back quite a bit more. This ledge will come down to about there, all the way around for the edge binding. The back isn't having edge binding because we're having a tummy cut on the back there. I've extended this piece of wood. I think it's much thicker. This is cut solid, these sides are. So, but I've extended it inside, then carved that down. If you can just get your camera inside, you just about see inside the block there, which gives me a chance to put a nice big thick tummy cut in for him. Because as he's approaching middle age, he'll be growing. It's already, you can already hear it. robustness of the top. So down the centre there, I put a piece of quite an aged piece of pine. It's just lighter, but it'll just keep the weight down slightly, but give it a lovely tone. And I've got a piece of maple there for that, and maple obviously for this neck socket. This is all maple. This is.
Can we see the back?
We can see the back, and I've rooted it all out in those little channels, because I'm trying to dig myself down through actually guitar, because there's a guitar inside all this lot. We'll get there to it. Then I shall. I go to that stage, and then the next stage is my bendy chisel. You see, and we just start joining it all up now, like that. See? It's quite time consuming, but it's quite therapeutic as well. It's good for your arms. So I've got very strong arms. I've just got weak legs. Probably have to do this from a chair soon. There you go. And that's how I go on with it. Slowly doing it. I say we're getting down to the guitar underneath all this. It's rubbish that we're cutting off. It's going to be lovely, this is. You can hear it now, can you hear that? Lovely.